Tommy, what was your heart beating like when that deer was standing under that holly tree? I'm tapping on the tree stand. I'm wanting Tommy to shoot because I had a clear shot on him. He was holding still, and then all of a sudden, what happens, Tommy?
You know, Bobby, I pass so many doe up a year. My heart really don't tick, anymore when they come in. I've seen so many of them hunting, to try to get the big buck. But it was like a 10-point buck standing there, knowing I was going to shoot this animal and take it. When it came out, Bob, you had it clear. You had it clear as a bell. You're tapping your foot, giving me the signal to shoot. I got a pine tree in my way. Soon it crosses in another pine tree, and then it goes right behind the holly tree. Stands there for 5 minutes.
Let me tell you something about Tommy's doe, too. She knew something was in the area. You'll be able to tell by the way she carries herself, but she could not identify us.
No.
With those safety harnesses and today's technology and the climbing stands, Tommy and I were able to get a safe distance above the deer where we felt not only was our scent covered, but we also felt comfortable that the deer weren't really looking that high up in the trees after us. So we were able to wait it out. You could see she's a little bit uncomfortable, but before you know it, by the time she catches on that it doesn't look good, Tommy laid a complete smackdown on her, and that deer didn't run 30 yards, did it, Tommy?
Bobby, I had a 1 second shot there. When it crossed in behind, it started to go up that hill, and that's a perfect shot. That left that buller room wide open for me, and I just took advantage of, a good opportunity. So, but she went about, 20 yards, 25 yards?
Yeah.
Down, we tracked her up, had great camera light to do it. Now, again, when you and I was racing that day, we had a bet all the way up there. First one that took the quickest time into the woods, shoot their animal, recover their animal, was the winner. Now, the winner or the loser had to buy breakfast. Bobby, thank you for that breakfast that morning.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, it was absolutely great.
You certainly enjoy it every time you talk about it, Tommy.
Oh, I do.
Now, folks, one thing I do want to go over is both Tommy's kill and my kill were both hit wonderful. We waited for the ethical shot.
Correct.
And had this been an area where I was hoping to harvest a big buck from, I would have felt good about it because with the least amount of damage to the area, we were able to take one of the does out of the herd. And that is what's going to grow you big bucks in the state of Maryland. So although you might want to keep your areas clean and pristine, and believe me, I have been groomed hunting big bucks, you have got to make sure your doe to buck ratio does not get out of control on you. So with that being said, we hope you enjoyed this week's footage, and we want to invite you to come back again next week where Tommy and I start to move in on some of these big whitetail bucks. Hi folks, my name is Bobby Pastorius, executive producer of Tail Chasing Outdoors LLC. Tail Chasing Outdoors is an exciting hunting show brought to you from Maryland's Eastern Shore. If you're a local business owner and you want to advertise on our show, please don't hesitate to contact me directly at area code 561-261-3565. Thank you and enjoy the season.
Hey, I'm Dee Snyder from Twisted Sister, and you're watching my bestest buddy and Big Toe Salty on the Road with Harley Davidson.
Folks, to book your hunt of a lifetime on mature elk and large whitetail, visit our website at www.eaglevalley.whitetails.com or phone Ken at 814-571-8104.
Folks, thanks for watching this week's episode of Tail Chasing Outdoors. Both Tommy and I would like to take a minute and not only thank you, the viewing audience, we'd like to thank some of the people that helped us bring this to you. First and foremost, to Lighthouse Sound here, where they allowed us to film on location in their beautiful restaurant. We'd like to thank Muzzy Broadheads, our industry sponsor, that's really mentored us through the industry in putting together this show. Tommy?
Loves Heating and Air Condition. Those guys have been great to us, over the years. I want to thank Sammy from All Out Bail Bondsman and also Alliance Self-Employed Insurance Agency.
Folks, we'd also like to offer you the opportunity to become a bigger part of our show. Join us on Facebook, become a fan of our site.
Right.
We'd like to encourage anyone on the Eastern Shore area who thinks they're onto these big bucks and might be able to catch a kill on film to go ahead and harvest that deer and become a tail chaser yourself. So all of that being said, we've really enjoyed the time we spent with you today, and tune in next week as we take on Eastern Shore big buck pre-rut activity.
Big bucks. When Bobby talks big bucks, he's winning the race this year, folks.